Okay. Hello, everybody. I just wanted to congratulate everybody. Um, I'm calling you my gut warriors. Congratulations um, on your follow your 5-day winter detox. I think you're amazing. And that's why I'm calling you warriors. And I've got this PowerPoint I put together because a couple of things I want to say about the experience and how you guys went through it. But you really were warriors. And I had this slide before that our brain chemistry and our biochemistry and our hormones and our kitchens have been hacked by the food industry. And I'm hoping that makes a little more sense now than it did in the past, the last time we had this conversation a week ago, because now you feel what the fight is like. Okay, when I say we've been hacked, that's what it feels like. It feels like a headache. It feels like I can't do this. It feels like this is miserable. And that is our microbiota. Okay, the microbes that run us, from what we know in science so far, telling us it wants what it wants. It wants what we've created, what we've been eating. Okay, that's what the diversity is about, what we've cultivated there. And that is what it wants. And it will go to such great lengths to get what it wants. It'll even have in you desiring something you haven't eaten in 30 years. It's just crazy to think about it. So I wanted you all to realize really, truly, what warriors you were. You have been this 5 days and still are through today. Um, Fighting this war with your body chemistry. And we're out to change the gut microbiota so the war doesn't have to be so difficult. Okay, and this whole 5 days is about creating awareness, and it's the greatest agent for change. And I've gotten so many fabulous emails from each of you stating the awareness, basic different awareness levels that you have and how you're going to continue. And we're going to talk about how to continue as well. But that is part of the awareness, is feeling it in your body, because you can see the difference between feeling it in your body and deciding and the motivation to do it. And now you know the difference. And that is the difference, is experiencing that change in your body is I want more of this. I didn't really truly understand what was causing my bloating, what was causing my achy gut, what was causing my loose stools, what was causing, the list goes on. So now you're at a place, okay? Be careful here because we're on the change boulevard. We motivated change here. It's easy, super easy to go back to the same old. So just pick one or two things that you're going to go forward with, okay? You don't have to take this on right now. Just something you want to take with you, and then maybe something you want to leave behind. Just from this 5 days, whatever it is, just decide, what are you going to practice going forward? Something as simple as I am going to have a big green salad every day, just sometime during my day. It can even be greens with your breakfast, but I'm going to have greens every day going forward. I'm going to make that a goal. And I'm not going to eat the cookies by the coffee anymore, or just one time a week, or next to never, or whatever you decide. Something you're going to change and something you're going to leave behind. Okay, so what my goal is here is to teach you, to get you to feel better and get you to get where you want to go. But the importance of your gut microbiome is what I studied and what I know and what is so important for you to understand. And I'm hoping I'm getting it across that as we change this diversity, things get easier. And I've lived this, so I know. So big changes start with little small steps. So just change something from this experience. We've been on the standard American diet since after the Second World War, and that's what's created this chronic disease condition in our country right now. And as we try to move off the standard American diet, it takes a lot of determination because we're changing the gut microbiota as we do this. And the middle of the store is the standard American diet. The perimeter of the store, okay, we've talked about, is how you're going to feed your biome. So it's vital for you to always keep your wellness vision front and center for your change. So in addition to, I'm only going to have a cookie once on Friday, and I'm going to have a big salad, it's because I want to be that rockin' grandmother, you know, that, or grandfather, or, you know, I want to be able to ride my bike till I'm 105. Whatever your wellness goal is that has to be at the front and center. I'm out here in San Diego at a women's business conference for entrepreneurs, and I'm staying with a friend of mine who's will be 77. He rides 100 miles a week on his bike, and all his buddies are older than him. He's the youngest one at almost 77. So whatever your wellness vision in, just keep it there. Because if you want to be riding your bike 100 miles a week when you're 81 or 89 or 102, put it there, put the wheels in motion now. And if it's getting clearer to you, the gut bacteria is charting your destiny. And we're all here together to change the destiny of the standard American diet in our microbiota. Okay? So that's what we're doing by understanding the core here of what drives our cravings. And dirt is what you are. It's full of microbes, so don't be afraid of it. Grounding is something where you go outside and you walk in the dirt, you take your shoes off. That's why you like it at the beach. You know, you can do it at home wherever you live, you know, all the time. Lay in the grass, do the things that kids do because that is feeding your microbiome. Planting a garden, raking the leaves, getting outside, taking a walk, all of it is feeding your biome. Do it every day, okay? Dirt is what we are. We're full of microbes, and so is the dirt. Fiber. You've been eating fiber this week, and keep it up. That is what got your stools moving. That is what the microbiome, that's what the microbes are feeding off. They feed off the fiber. And I showed you a chart last week on how much fiber we don't eat. And when your intestinal microbes do not have enough fiber, they literally will start eating the mucus on the gut wall, which will lead to a leaky gut. So feed those microbes so they're not eating your gut wall, so you do not have a leaky gut, and you can live the kind of life, health and wellness that you choose. Local, seasonal, organic. These are all seriously playing into that microbiome because your microbial world that you live in is around you. So the local vegetables are best. Seasonal vegetables are best. In season are the microbes that you want. Whatever is in season, I get a drop at my house from local farmers every week with seasonal vegetables. And I cook what's in season like I had you do these past 5 days to feed that microbiota, to give it the diversity we want. We'll do the same in the spring. Okay, so we are just an integral part of the whole system. This is brand new science, and it's going to keep evolving. But you can see the old, what we used to think is we were sort of the masters of the universe. And the reality is we're actually a part of the universe. We're more microbe than human. It's by the numbers. So you can see here in these great charts, okay, we're a combination of everything. And so embrace the world. Embrace the people you're around. Everything feeds your microbiome. If you have a healthy immune system, you don't have to be afraid. You don't have to use hand sanitizers. You don't have to use bleaches. You can actually embrace the dirt around us. It's healthy for us. It sort of changes your whole thing about the paranoia we carry around with being dirty or something, you know, was handled by something. It's all of a sudden you realize I'm feeding my microbiome. If you have a strong immune system, you can withstand a lot. And the diversity of your microbiome is what we're going for. So remember that you are amazing. And going forward, you're very, 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 you can go forward exactly what we've done these 5 days. I would say 85% of what I eat is what we ate this week. Did I detox? Yes, because I live in this world and I pick up toxins other ways. So I had a headache on Tuesday afternoon. It was a low-grade headache, but everyone needs a detox. But this, when you get to the stage where you're really mindful about what you eat and what goes in your body, and is it feeding you in the way you want, you just start sourcing everything. It's just super easy to really think about, where did it come from, who made it, what's in it, do I really want to eat that? And you don't have to make a big deal about it at all. I'm very quiet about it usually. If I'm going somewhere with a pigeon, I make sure I bring a pigeon that I like, so that I can at least eat that. And as you change, then the people in your world change, and then everybody, starts getting on. Everybody wants to feel better. So going into that, I'm doing another Follow Your Gut for the spring detox. It will be all new recipes. It will be spring. It'll be a different biome out there in the spring outside. So we're cultivating that diversity in us. So everything happens. We are just like the microbes, remember. So everything happens just like the seasons. We keep changing. We want to be diverse. We want to be diverse. So going forward, you can continue this. You can also, if you're going to go back and eat the things that we took out, which is just fine, I strongly, strongly suggest that you source them. Cheese you can source, raw cheeses. You can go to nice cheese counters and really, the stuff, the yellow stuff shaved up in the packages, I would really question that. I would look at the ingredients. If I'm going to eat cheese, I'm going to make it worth my while. I want to even know if I can, the person that made the cheese would be nice. You can also make your own cheese. That's a little far stretch. Coffees, I source my coffee. I drink 1 cup a day, not every day. I don't drink coffee every day, but I do like it, and I like the ceremony, and I just don't think about it every day, but I really like it. And I drink a really clean coffee, the cleanest coffee I can find. Note about coffee, I have no problem with coffee. What you want to pay attention to, is it running you? That's all. So the fact that I don't think about coffee every day, even though I really like it, I like the smell and everything, I'm not running on it. So when I gave it up, I didn't really have a coffee headache. I had probably a sugar headache. It's probably what I had. So coffee's fine. It's a nice cognitive enhancer to have in the morning. And there are different grades of coffee and lots of molds in coffees, and do your research on coffee. We have an internet for that, and find all that stuff out.